George Washington, hailed as America's first leader, occupies a foundational place in the narrative of the United States. This heading, Introduction to George Washington, America's First Leader, sets the stage for exploring his pivotal role in shaping the nation. Washington is not only recognized as the first president of the United States, but is often referred to as the father of his country. His leadership during the critical formative years of the nation set precedents and established practices that continue to influence American governance today. Washington's significance as a leader is multifaceted. As the commanding general of the Continental Army during the American Revolutionary War, he successfully led the colonies to victory against Britain, securing independence and establishing the United States. His ability to unite disparate colonial forces and maintain morale through difficult winters, like those at Valley Forge, demonstrated his strategic acumen and unwavering commitment to the cause. Later, as president, he established key executive protocols and practices, such as forming a cabinet and setting the precedent of serving only 2 terms, which shaped the executive branch's role and limits. His voluntary relinquishment of power further underscored his commitment to democratic principles, earning respect and setting a standard for successors. Real-world applications of Washington's leadership are evident in these examples. His decision to step down after 2 terms became a standard later enshrined in the 22nd Amendment, reflecting a deep-seated American value for rotating leadership and preventing autocracy. Another is his farewell address, where he warned against permanent foreign alliances and political factionalism, offering guidance that still resonates in contemporary foreign policy and political discourse. Opinions supporting Washington's leadership often emphasize his integrity, humility, and vision, qualities that endeared him to contemporaries and historians alike. However, his legacy is not without challenges and controversies. Some critique his status as a slave owner, which presents moral contradictions considering his leadership in a fight for freedom and equality. Additionally, the mythologizing of Washington can overshadow the collective efforts of the Revolution and the complexities of the era. Washington's leadership connects to other facets of American history, influencing political traditions and national identity. His role as a unifying figure during the nation's early years set a foundational example for resolving conflicts through diplomatic means and dialogue rather than force. Understanding Washington as America's first leader provides us insight into the ideals and contradictions that have shaped the country's evolution and its ongoing pursuit of its founding principles. George Washington's early life and influences played a crucial role in shaping the leader he would become as America's first president. Born on February 22, 1732, in Westmoreland County, Virginia, Washington was raised in a plantation environment where he learned the values of hard work and responsibility. His father's death, when he was just 11 years old, thrust him into early adulthood, and he soon became the head of the family, managing the plantation and caring for his siblings. This early exposure to leadership and responsibility laid a foundation for his future role as a national leader. The significance of Washington's early life is immense in understanding his later achievements. It was during these formative years that Washington developed the character traits of integrity, resilience, and determination, which would define his leadership style. His experience as a surveyor gave him a profound understanding of land, conflict, and negotiation, skills that were indispensable in military strategy and political diplomacy. Furthermore, Washington's affiliations with prominent Virginia families exposed him to Enlightenment ideas and colonial politics, broadening his understanding of governance and human rights. 2 key examples of Washington's early life shaping his leadership include his time with the Fairfax family and his military service in the French and Indian War. Under the mentorship of Lord Fairfax, Washington honed his social and leadership skills, essential for navigating the intricacies of political life. Meanwhile, his service in the French and Indian War provided critical military experience and illustrated the need for a unified colonial front, a conviction that would drive him during the Revolutionary War. Opinions supporting the importance of Washington's early influences highlight how they imparted the necessary virtues and skills for his presidency. His ability to lead with humility and foresight is often attributed to these formative experiences. However, some scholars argue that Washington's upbringing in a slave-owning society is a point of controversy, as it presents a contradiction between his ideals of liberty and the realities of his wealth. Washington's early life connections to his later accomplishments are evident. The leadership and negotiation skills he acquired allowed him to navigate the delicate balance of power during the drafting of the Constitution and to establish precedents as the first president. His early experiences fostered his belief in a strong, centralized government, directly influencing his governance and setting a course for the new nation. In sum, Washington's early life and influences serve as a bedrock for understanding his emergence as a leader. His upbringing provided the tools needed to guide a young nation through the complexities of independence and governance, highlighting a narrative of growth, adaptability, and enduring legacy. The heading, Military Career and Leadership in the Revolutionary War, highlights a pivotal aspect of George Washington's legacy as America's first leader. Washington's military career, particularly his role as the Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army during the American Revolutionary War, was foundational in shaping his leadership qualities and his enduring reputation as a unifier. His leadership in the Revolutionary War was marked by resilience, strategic foresight, and a deep commitment to the cause of American independence, which contributed significantly to his eventual election as the nation's first president. The significance of Washington's military career in relation to his overall leadership is profound. It demonstrated his ability to lead a fledgling nation through adversity, a quality that was instrumental when he later took on the presidency. His wartime leadership helped to solidify a collective identity among the 13 colonies, fostering unity and perseverance amidst significant hardships. This was crucial for the success of the Revolution and the subsequent establishment of the United States. Two specific examples illustrate Washington's military leadership. First, his crossing of the Delaware River in December 1776 exemplified his bold and strategic mindset. This surprise attack on Hessian forces in Trenton was a much-needed victory that boosted the morale of the Continental Army and reinvigorated the revolutionary cause. Second, his leadership during the harsh winter at Valley Forge demonstrated his ability to maintain the cohesion and fighting spirit of his troops despite dire conditions, showcasing his skills in logistics, motivation, and resilience. Over the years, historians and scholars have largely praised Washington for his military leadership, often citing his patient and measured approach as vital to America's independence. However, potential challenges and controversies exist. Critics might point to his early military failures or question the effectiveness of some of his strategies. Moreover, Washington's decision to maintain a predominantly defensive strategy had its detractors who favored more aggressive tactics. Washington's military career is inextricably linked to his presidency. His wartime experiences provided him with a deep understanding of the country's geographical, political, and social landscape, helping him navigate the complexities of leadership in the newly formed nation. His military reputation also established a precedent for future American presidents, influencing the expectation that presidents should possess leadership qualities that can unite and sustain the republic through domestic and international challenges. Through his military career, Washington not only helped secure independence, but also set the stage for the principles of leadership and governance that would guide America's future. George Washington's presidency and his contributions as a founding father form a crucial part of his legacy and solidify his status as America's first leader. The concept embodies not only his role as the first president of the United States, but also his foundational influence on the country's political and governmental structures. Washington's presidency is significant because it set many precedents for future leaders, including the establishment of a cabinet, the two-term limit tradition, and the avoidance of foreign alliances that might entangle the young nation in European conflicts. His guidance helped shape the executive branch and provided a model of leadership based on principles of republicanism and respect for the Constitution. Two specific examples that illustrate this point include Washington's decision to step down after 2 terms, reinforcing the democratic principle that no one person should hold too much power, and his issuance of the Neutrality Proclamation of 1793, which asserted the United States' position of neutrality amid the conflict between France and Great Britain. These actions highlighted Washington's commitment to ensuring the nation's stability and independence from foreign influence. Support for Washington's approach often includes praise for his foresight and prudence. Many historians argue that his restraint and dedication to democratic processes preserved the fledgling republic at a time when its survival was uncertain. However, there are challenges and controversies regarding his presidency, particularly concerning his policies towards slavery and his handling of the Whiskey Rebellion. Some critics argue that Washington's reliance on force during the rebellion contradicted the freedoms he fought for, and his failure to speak out against slavery has sparked debate on his legacy within the broader context of American freedom. Washington's presidency connects deeply with other aspects of his role as a founding father. His leadership helped unify the various factions that emerged after the American Revolution and influenced the drafting of the Constitution by providing a stabilizing presence during its ratification. His ability to blend visionary leadership with practical governance helped lay the foundation for what would become a distinctive American political identity. By intertwining his presidency and his broader contributions as a founding father, Washington's leadership not only shaped the presidency itself, but also left an indelible mark on the nation, influencing future generations of American leaders.